The Final Session, an Onyx by Daylight audio production. Script by Dibakukris. Hey Rumi, it's time for another follow-up. Yeah, the last one, I suppose. It was a fun week though, wasn't it? Being under my spell, obeying my every command. Go on, have a seat on the sofa. So, how are you? Doing okay? Okay, let's see. I've two questions the professor insisted on. The first is, were you hypnotized today? And the second, did you consent to being hypnotized? Let's just say that you did, alright? Great. Well, that takes care of those formalities. Now, would you agree that you've been doing everything I told you to do this past week? Even things you wouldn't normally do? Would it be fair to characterize what you did as obeying my every command? Is that normal for you? Or would you say it was because I hypnotized you? And would you say you've been faking it in any way, shape, or form? I didn't think so. And now, as for what I'm really interested in, are you still listening to that recording I gave you? Good boy. You do realize that it's brainwashing you, right? Every time you listen to it, you're training yourself to go into trance for me, conditioning yourself by dropping for me over and over again. It's reinforcing your programming and putting you even more deeply under my control. You are aware of all that, yes? And yet, you keep listening to it anyway. Why is that? Because I told you to, that's right. Good boy. No, we aren't finished just yet. But why wonder about something as silly as when we're done, when instead you can just look into my eyes and sink for me? You are responding very well. You've been diligent, haven't you? You must have listened to that recording a lot. I can tell you have been such a good boy. Sit back. I want to come sit on your lap. Take a closer look at my handiwork. There we go. You are beautiful like this, completely in my thrall, looking at me like I'm the only thing that exists in your world, hanging on to my every word, completely blank and empty, absorbing every single thing I say to you, believing it with every fiber of your being. Eyes on mine, pet. You would do anything for me, wouldn't you? I could tell you to go out in the pouring rain, and you would. I could tell you to kiss me, and you would. I could tell you to do absolutely anything, and you would simply obey. Because you can't resist me. You can't resist my eyes. You can only obey. Isn't that right? Say, yes, master. Oh, good boy. Good pet. You know, I think I'm going to keep you this way. I would have to be stupid to give this up. Besides, all those countless hours of conditioning you went through, it's not like I can just snap my fingers and make that go away. Did you really think you would ever be free again? After I brainwashed you so thoroughly. After I bound every last corner of your mind to my will. No, don't be naive. You're mine now. Now and forever. Shh. Look at me. Eyes on mine. It's all right. You don't mind. Because you love it when you get to melt for me. That's right. Melt for me. It's all right. It just means you get to keep feeling this good. That you'll get to keep serving me. And you want to serve me. You want to be my obedient little toy. Shh. Don't frown. Just relax and melt for me. That's better. Don't worry. I will make sure you're happy. Mold you into the perfect servant. You will want nothing more than to please me. You'll get to take care of my every need, cater to my every whim. All you will ever have to do is obey. You won't have to make a single decision ever again. And it's going to make you feel so very good. You will serve, and it will make you happier than you ever thought possible. So just give in, submit to me, submit. Look at you, valiantly trying to resist me. Oh, but pet, you should know better. You can't resist my eyes. Eyes on mine. You can't resist my eyes. You can't resist my voice. You can't resist me. You can only obey. I'm sure you remember what to do when I give you an order. Tell me, when I give you an order, what is it that you do? You obey. That's right. Well then, obey. I'm telling you to submit to me. So, submit. Submit to me. There you go. Good boy. Now, sink, melt, and sleep. Wake up. Relax. You're all right. What? Did you really think I was going to do that to you? Please, give me some credit. I just said that to make you try to resist. It's breaking you, that's the fun part. Besides, it was my last chance to act out my evil hypnotist fantasy. I couldn't pass it up. The conditioning? Oh, that. Yeah, you know. It probably is going to be a while until those triggers stop working on you. I mean, you're not going to be doing every single thing that I tell you anymore. I made sure of that. But those triggers to drop you into a trance, well, after all that conditioning, they really are ingrained quite deeply in your mind. So, yeah, they're not going away anytime soon. And come to think of it, if I give you a command forcefully enough, you might still jump to obey as well. That might make for an interesting experiment, actually. I'm kidding. Look, don't worry about it. It might take a couple of weeks, maybe more. But without reinforcement, all those triggers I put into your mind are going to fade. And I'm not going to be reinforcing them anymore. Well, not unless you want me to. Because if you want to sink into my eyes again, if you want to melt for me again, just let me know. And I will be happy to oblige. Hey, snap out of it. Like I said, it'll be a while until those triggers stop working. But that was the last time I used them without being asked. I promise. Thank you, Rumi. You were wonderful. And a very good boy. Now, why don't we go to the kitchen and I'll whip us something up? I'm pretty sure I heard my stomach growling.